We're closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl. This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful. What happened to these children? What are they?
Red means stop.
Where have you been?
Green
Cabin in
means
Arcadia?
go. This
Little
is the
sisters.
rule. All little
Atom
girls
factories.
know.
It's grotesque.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red Hook.
We're just men and women, Alan. You hold yourself.
Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like? Well, I say you should have to prove your property.
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, that it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir. Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
I don't think
Mr. DeWitt. I'll find my source inside of that glove.
Cool. What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're
No
expected.
mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. It says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. Brought you to Rapture.
A man
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
wasn't that kind of man.
And what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt. Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
A fine day to you both.
Excuse me. The lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center cabochon... Excuse me, sir.
That's a lot of
Cohen sends
fine
those
talk
masks
about a
out in some kind of
stolen
box.
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
Damn. Must be somewhere
The
else.
assurances of a grave robber are of no interest. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
You come into my shop and talk this trash? I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp, or I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
It's temporary.
Dr. Steinman told me.
You see that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the star treatment, pal? It'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Gotta find that box.
Lovely. Music does something to me. Especially something primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music touches us.
Nothing. Well, only one place left.
Oh, it's so intoxicating. I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Nothing?
Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
Cross that bridge when we get to it.
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's goons for one reason.
That unpleasantness with Fontaine.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? Original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my mouth for fear of what foolishness might tumble out.
Would you like me to tell you?
I would like so much to understand you.
What does it mean?
My dear, that...
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Good. We've located the mask.
Third time to charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeepers. You got a bit of the grifter.
For that you can thank my father.
Yeah.
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Used to see him all the time at Eve's Garden.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen this type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Dance, dance, move! Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music, to the spirit of the eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick!
Please!
The stick! Enter, for God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. There's no room in rapture anymore for the artist. Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
I'd ask a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes, it is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Listen, Cohen, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
Because I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt!
Mr. DeWitt! Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Barrier, let's see.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
you some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt. Look up there. Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
Could be him.
A skyhook.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Goddamn grabber stuck.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
Come back! I want the frosting!
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
Can't hear my human.
Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the three buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this.
State-run police force safety. Safeguard your home with automated turrets from Ryan Private Security. Those who take what's yours get exactly what they deserve. No need to call Johnny Law.
When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know? I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison? I don't feel clean. Should I bathe again? I'll be late!
Come on out. I always been there for you!
Here! Ammo! Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look. An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go up.
And start building your castle today.
Another burst pipe.
Store sunk a few hundred feet beyond its specifications. More pressure, more burst pipes. Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Oh, have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
Mr. DeWitt.
Fontaine, he said we're all equal down here now, all in the same boat. I just want a taste of some high-class food.
You're going!
DeWitt, catch!
Can you get this open?
There.
Wasn't the maid looking for a squeeze? No one had ever filled up her diary. She said, Sherry, I've waited long. I hope it's not too late for you to do me wrong. I want a little amour, do you? Baby, it's gotta be tonight for sure. Tonight. at 8 o'clock. If you've got the key, it'll fit the lock.
How many do you have?
I had a very handsome boyfriend, so strong, but such a dime.
It used to be such a thrill to hear Ryan speak. Parasite, this, and the exaltation of man, that. Sure, it could all get a bit of a bore, but the old bear sure knew how to enunciate.
I don't have anything!
I never measure ounce for ounce. After all, honey, it's the punch that counts. I want a little more to you. Baby, it's gotta be tonight. Tonight, my candle glow. My dear, I know.
A man's home is his castle and should be defended as such. You should never back down to an intruder in the night. And with Ryan Industries home defense products, you won't have to. Stand your ground. It's every man's right.
Although you have no claim to fame, they tell me with the lights off, it's all the same. I want a little more to you. It's gotta be tonight. We'll be wed, you'll share my bread, and mine'll be thine, and thine will be mine, all of the time.
Here's that.
God, I gave you my all!
I got a surprise for you. After all I've done!
Mr. DeWitt, catch!
What's your secret, Donnie? Why you always number one?
Ryan, you bastard. Left me here to rot. Sure, I signed the contract. Helped turn Fontaine's into a prison. 10 days, big rush, everything slapdash. Right before the prisoners are brought in. One of your piece of shit turrets. Bam! Both kneecaps. Now I'm likely a cripple locked in a jail, surrounded by maniacs. Haven't even been paid, but I don't care. Just get me out of here!
Look up there. seems sane.
Nothing hits your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who'll hand you 1,000 volts as soon as you look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They'll be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. And once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her Adam, they cut a less sympathetic figure. Short-circuited. Probably be able to pop it open with
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a store ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
Mermaid's
Elizabeth.
Sure thing. All yours.
What's the matter, Mary? You look like you could use some boost.
I'm dizzy, I'm nauseous, and sometimes I've been seeing things that aren't there.
That's just the plasmic blues, Mary. You just need to slow
I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumo tubes like a message in a goddamn bottle, hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe store room. The code's 0928.
Mud everywhere!
Here, ammo!
Elizabeth, a little help?
Really? That little old lock. There.
Betty, we live in Rapture, a place of perpetual scientific breakthroughs. You'll need to get used to seeing a few strange sights from time to time. I suppose we are living in the future.
Get home. Those tramps rub themselves all over the seat.
Folks always stare when they make the scene. Did we have something scheduled? What happened here? Still got a joker in the back. Whoa.
Here you go!
Heartless. That's what this town is. All my audio diaries begging for rescue came back unread, marked return to sender, insufficient postage.
Why are my hands all red?
Annihilate your old self!
Looks like the plasma department's back that way.
Something tells me all that cold isn't just coming from the ice rink.